welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. BBC Glow Up UK is back on, and I'm gonna create a series where I follow the creative brief. I did try and do this last year, but I just didn't stick to it. I think I only made one video, but I feel like it was a challenge. I was busy, but this year I'm gonna accept the challenge, and I know it's not my strongest thing, like creative makeup looks, but I really want to give it a go because it's gonna help me like grow as a makeup creator, and then also it's fun. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, remember to follow along. So the creative brief in the last episode was to create a makeup look inspired by your most influential emotion. I think it was emotion or behavior. And there are some great looks, and here are some that came from it, and oh my god, they're amazing. I don't think I'm going to be able to follow that. However, I want to try it for myself because why the hell not? And I've decided to go for determination, and I'm going to explain the whole reason behind that when we get into the video, which is about now. So before I start the video, remember to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and to subscribe to my channel to see more of me and makeup fun. But without further ado, let's jump on into the video. So as I moisturize my face to kind of prep my base, here are some of the inspiration photos I have. So I'm going for like a sunset with like mountain range to kind of show like the sunset overcoming the mountain range. Like determination is all about believing in yourself and trying hard, working hard to overcome all those obstacles. So I guess in like the mountain range is the like obstacles, and the sunset is like, or the sunrise actually, is the over like being determined. So that's the look I want to do, and yeah, it's probably super complicated, but we're gonna give it a go anyway. So first I'm just gonna map out where I want my mountains. I was kind of like, do I get rid of my eyebrows or do I keep them? And I'm gonna keep them and see what we're working with. So let's try that. So I've got a white eyeliner here, and I'm just going to draw the mountains on, and it's just going to be really rough. And it's kind of hard because like we're drawing on a face which has curves, but we will give it a go. Does that look too normal? I might cover this one up and do it like this, so then this one sticks out and then this one's behind. Maybe I'll just do two on this side, like one big one coming down here and then one like that. I feel like I do need a third though, but I might make it asymmetrical because I can do symmetry. And yeah, okay, simple as that. And I've finished the makeup look. I hope you enjoyed the video. No, not at all. So I wanted to go from like purples to like yellows. So I'm going to just paint the face with what I have. So I have the color case one made by Mitchell, but these are all pastels, so I don't think that's gonna work. I think what I'm probably gonna be using is these cream paints here, and then I'm gonna have to set them because otherwise they move around a lot. Then I also have like these P. Louise bases, which might work as well. I don't know how pigmented they are, but again, they're kind of pastel because pastel's my favorite. And like I said, I'm not really good at these, and I haven't got the like resources to fully do them, but I'm just gonna give it a go. And is it weird I'm talking with like this random like lines on my face? So let's just jump right into it. So I'm gonna go into like yellows at the top first, and then orange, and then purple and red. So this is the Cream Color Circle. I forgot the name of the brand. It's kind of like wiped off. This is so old and I probably shouldn't be using it. But as you can see, it's quite well loved. So I'm picking up yellow on a quite dense brush. And this is the easy bit where I can just go like so. So where this is the easy bit, let's chat for a bit while I can. Why did I go for determination? Well, I've had a lot, or I push myself to overcome my struggles in life. I've tried really hard in my career, because believe it or not, I do not do YouTube as a career, even though I would love to, or makeup or content creation. I had another interest before I got into this, which is IT. I actually work in data as a consultant, and I'm 24. Yeah, I'm 24, almost forgot my age, and I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm like currently a mid-level, aiming for that high level currently, so I am trying really hard, which is why I'm kind of non-existent on this app, because I've just been trying to progress my career, but at the same time I need to chill out and enjoy life as well, and it's not all about work. And then I think the biggest thing that I'm overcoming at the moment is I have been having issues with my mental health, and I'm just trying to get over it, I guess. Oh no, there is some black in that red. So this might look very odd, but we'll make this work. So yeah, I've been dealing with anxiety probably since I was 16, and it's not always been really bad. I had a bad time when I was 16, and then it took me about a year to get over it. And I've been fine since, until recently, where I've just been having a lot of panic attacks and been trying to cope with that. So I'm still on the journey of trying to get better, and I'm not saying this as a sob story. I'm just trying to share a bit about me so you can understand why I've picked determination as my design for today. So I've overcome that, and I just want to keep overcoming things in my life. Like, everyone can do it. You just got to believe in yourself and have determination. Like I'm having for this look right here. What is this? Who knows? As you can see though, the cream paints are really creamy, so they do blend super nicely. And at the moment I am kind of roughly placing the colour, and then I am going to be using a like beauty blender over the top to like super blend it. One thing I have forgotten about is the sun and whether I want that sunrise, and so that's going to be the sun there. Also, the great things about sunsets or sunrises is they are random. Like the colours aren't always the same. As long as we've got the palette right, then it's okay. So now, as you can see, I've put yellow and red on top of each other, and cream paints really do go far. So I'm just bringing that all the way down to the bottom for now. And then we can add some depth with more red and a bit of purples. Remember to get those nostrils. So if you were doing this challenge, what would you say your most influential characteristic emotion is? Like, I guess you can take it in multiple ways. Like, what do you influence the people around you? And what drives you in life? What's your biggest driver? I just want to be the best, you know? The best at everything that I do. So I would say maybe competitive is another one that I could have chosen. However, I decided to base it more on me and not other people. So I am looking pretty crazy. Where do you think the red is on a sunset? It's normally at the bottom. Well, I want it to be like a gradient of sun, and like the lightest colours at the top showing that we're getting through, and the brightest colour. That's kind of my thought. So I'm now going to put like a red line or red at the bottom, and I always pick up too much. So then the red goes into the orange. Even though my mountains do go up a bit higher in other places, I'm not going to put the red for now. And as you can see, I'm just kind of tracing the line where I want it, just like I did with the yellow and orange/red earlier. And then we can blend it out afterwards. Because otherwise, if you do everything at once, it does become a bit more difficult. Now I have that red. Let's slowly blend that into the orange, and the upward motion is a lot easier because we're blending up into the orange. We're not pulling the orange over the red. Look at me talking like I know what I'm doing. Oh god, I've never like painted the sides of my face before, so this is a first. And like I said, the mountains are a guideline because I'm completely going over that right now. I also might put a bit of red at the top so you can get more depth and different colours, so it's not just a complete transition. And then I could also add in some purples, because when I see a sunset, the purple's kind of everywhere. Oops, and don't do that what I just did. So a tiny bit of red on the brush again. I'm gonna do some lines throughout the face, just a couple. Kind of add that purple colour in. And I also do have a purple in this palette. It is super deep, so a very light touch. So I got a very light touch of it. And I might add some yellow into the mix. There you go. Bit of yellow, bit of purple, because I know exactly what I'm doing. Go over those lines and make them deeper. And then I might also add some purple around the edges. And again, these are going to be a lot tidier when I go ahead and add those mountains, so then it'll be a cleaner line. But I will say this is really fun. Like, it doesn't matter if this doesn't come out okay, because makeup is to enjoy yourself, be creative, and you don't need to get it perfect first time. Like, as you can see, I was starting with the swipe motion, but I think I like to dab. I do like to dab. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet for a moment and blend this out. Enjoy the... what do you call it when you like speed it up? Enjoy that. So I am back, and honestly this looks so much better in person than it does on camera. And I'm not just saying that, I will take photos and then show you afterwards how it looks. But anyway, as you can see, my lines are gone. But I want to do the sun, and I added a bit of this yellow at the top, and it's really light and it's like white. I feel like the sun is so bright, it comes off as a really pale like white colour. So I'm going to use this to kind of mark out where I want my sun to go. My sun, like the S-U-N, not S-O-N. So let's do that. There's the sun, always a perfect circle. I've slightly gone over lines of the mountain, which is fine, and I might just continue to do that so I get a better blend. I would say this is a base, so you're going to put a colour on top. So I might add white to see how that comes through over the yellow. This isn't a paint, this is a base before eyeshadow to help bring out the colour. Also, I need to set the rest of my face above, but I'll do that in like the finishing touches stage. Sailing through this bit is easy. Right, powder. I got some translucent elf powder, barely any left. I should have been more prepared for this video. But I'm going to take this, a large fluffy brush, and see what I can do. Hold the breath and go. Because any detail that I am going to put over, I don't want it to budge or move. So therefore, setting the cream products before we add more. Maybe I could use this as a, what do you call it? Audition or application to glow up next year. Because I think I look amazing. Just kidding, I know I look pretty wacky right now. And totally should have got rid of the eyebrows, but can't do that now. Okay, now I want to add some yellow over to the lip. Actually, I'm going to go with white. So this is just white on the flat eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to put it all over. Again, I don't really care about being messy at this stage. I wish I could say that about every stage. It would make it so much easier. I'm really worried about the mountains. Like, I am not good at art, so I am going to have to really wing it, try my best, who knows. Now, that looks cool. So for the mountains, they're going to be like kind of black and grey. So I'm going to go in with grey first and then add details. So I've got these paint sticks and I'm going to mix them together to create that grey. I'm so impatient, so I use these at like other colours, and now my grey is slightly pink. And I have a tiny bit of pink grey. Let's just try at the bottom. It's not bad actually, and I can see I've actually left gaps. Oh, there was another mountain there, wasn't there? So again, let's just fill this in. I wish I could see what I recorded the mountains were, because I don't remember. I think it was one like this, one like this. And these are definitely way too light, but it's easier to make them darker than it is lighter. So that is the plan I'm going for. Do they look like mountains? Yeah. There was a mountain here, because obviously I've cut off part of the lip. But what did it look like? That one was way too skinny. Like, mountains cannot stand like that. Really like this grey I have in the back corner. Like, it's darker, and I feel like it looks a lot better. So let's try and recreate that. Yeah. That looks like a mess. Let's try again on this side. Hopefully it'll be better. Well, this one I decided to go all the way up there to make my life easier. So let's just paint this side. I love doing makeup as a hobby. It is super therapeutic, and especially these awesome looks that I've never ever done before. Let's pretend this one's in the distance. And let's paint that bit in. I'm not afraid of like just going in and getting the colour on my face. But honestly, the people on the show are so talented. By the show, I mean Glow Up, if you haven't seen it. I don't know really how that makes sense, how there's one, maybe it's in the far distance and it's not blocking the sun. Or maybe I've just messed it up massively. Now I want to get this darker colour on this side because they really don't match. And that's fine, but I really prefer this colour. Especially this one's coming through as a bit more white. So I'm just going to paint these in and then I'll be back. So now I want to outline these mountains a bit better. So I'm going to take that darkest grey and do that. And maybe add shadow. Like continuously add shadow until it gets better. Or I might paint them all in black so it's like a silhouette. Is it a silhouette or a silhouette? Silhouette. I feel like it is silhouette, but I can't say it, so I say silhouette. Ooh, this process is working. Not sure what the process is, but okay, just kind of adding texture. I really like whatever this process has been, and I might go in over white afterwards. But I'm going to stop there for a moment, because like if I keep going over with the same shade, it's not going to look the same. Like all the colours going to look the same. I did also say, like, I'm going to clean up the look with the mountains. No, I'm not. Now I'm going to repeat that process, but with white this time. And yes, it is going to mix in with the grey, but that's kind of what I want. But the white is a lot more stiffer than the black, as in the black's more smooth. So therefore it does like blend with the other colours easier. So I'm really saturating an angled brush. During this video, I'm making all of my brushes dirty. And I feel like I'm going to have to top up the white a lot more, because So as you can see, it doesn't like pay off as much as that grey did. I also have no idea how I'm going to set this because I've left it quite thick and chunky on my face. I also want to do cute clouds on my face. And what shall I do with the eyes? Like as you saw in some of the inspo photos, they had like clouds on the eyes and they made it like more of a glam look. And I was potentially going down that route, but as Val and Dom says, gotta step out that comfort zone and challenge yourself. Now with a liner brush, I'm going to go in with that black again and add some final details. What I might do, I'm going to add black here because then the bottom of the mountains can fade into the darkness. So the black is becoming super grey. Now let's get a beauty blender and blend the bottom bit out and then potentially go into the bottom of that mountain as well. So I was thinking I could put like grass, like kind of bushes there. Blend that out. That kind of means take it away. Is my skin too soft? It's just like, nah, I'll just absorb all of that paint. Even if I go over. Maybe I needed like liquid paints for this. Or that bit at least. Alright, I kind of like what we have on it so far. And I don't want to keep going because it's going to get worse and worse the more I add. So I'm going to add a black. Take black shadow and just blend it in the bottom here. And then I'm going to slowly blend it up into those mountains because I like the colour, but I don't want that rubbish colour to be the thing that we see. Like the texture of them. Maybe I should have practiced painting mountains first before doing it on the face because it's so difficult on the face. This has been really fun so far, but yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Now I'm just going to slowly take that black up into the mountains just so I get a seamless blend with my neck. However, literally as soon as I put it on, I'm like leaning over here, sorry, because there's a mirror like right behind you. But yeah, as you can see, as soon as I put it on, those mountains disappear. So let's take some green and make some cute little bushes. So I'm taking a really fluffy brush and I'm just going to try this stamping technique. Put at the bottom to create some bushes or trees because honestly these mountains are meant to be seen from a distance, so bushes are not going to be that big. You know when like in glow up or like makeup, like special effects, they add like moss and bushes to the face? I did too much green to that. Now it's not making a bushy thing, so I'm just stamping up the excess on my hand because I want more texture to it. I don't just want green. Now we can pick up some yellow. I think yellow and green will add more texture. I don't think it's that bad. I quite like it. Now I want to get into some clouds and I mean the cream paint on my face is pretty much set. So I think, I don't know, how should I go into it? Cream paint first or wet paint? So I'm just cleaning my white paint on my arm. And these pencil brushes are quite good to stamp on clouds just because of the shape of them. So I'm getting the product on that brush. Are they going to be good clouds? I don't know. I love tooling it. So let's go. So we're going to start by like, I've got the pencil brush again and we're doing some circles to create the shape. And then I'm going to fill out. To be honest, that was pretty cool. It would be cool to do one over the mountain though. Though because I have only got cream, I don't know how it's going to lay on the product. I mean, I've left it quite a while to dry. So I might just do one up here first. Got the stencil on and then kind of fill it in. Again, clouds are quite light, like you can see through them. They're just water. And then just do one over here. Should we do it here over the mountain? This one I won't be able to blend the same way I've been blending the others because it is going over that grey. And I kind of want one hidden away behind the mountain. But as you can see, I got a tiny little black in it and it ruins everything. That is cute! Now what do I do with my eyes and my brows? Brows totally should have stuck them down, but I haven't. So I think I'm going to run with that they're there. Maybe like make them orange. So let's go back into the cream paint and take a bit of red and a lot of yellow. And let's draw on some brows. That is not enough red. It is mainly yellow. Therefore, you cannot see my brow. I mean, look at this like dish where I'm mixing it. It's really difficult to see what the color is. Thing is, the more you use cream paints, the more they get like warm and then it's harder to, it can be very easy. It can make it harder and easier. Like easier to blend and they're so creamy, or like harder to cover things up. So I'm gonna go over the brows with the cream paints first. And then I'm going to put some eyeshadow over the top of them. I thought that might work. And yes, they are huge brows, if you can kind of see them. But that's the whole point. Hey, so while you're gone, I made some changes. I have added a wing liner and blue underneath my eyes. I don't know why, like blue liner. I just feel like I needed something to like make the eyes pop. And now I'm just gluing some massive lashes to put on. And then I think I'm gonna finish the look. I just thought I'd check in with you and say what I'm doing before I wrap up this video. Well, otherwise there might have been a few more changes before like you saw the end look. I also did make a mess and put mascara on places where I shouldn't. So I'm just gonna cover those up and let's stick on these lashes and then BRB. And this is the finished look. This is a look inspired by my influential emotion and behavior, determination. And overall, I really think the look has come together. There are weaknesses in like my line detail and the accuracy of how I've like drawn things on, but I think as a look it looks really nice and I'm quite proud of myself, and I'm glad I was determined to finish the look even though I didn't really believe in myself when I was drawing on those mountains. Please let me know what you think of the look down in the comments. If you have any ideas of how I can improve this look, please let me know, but at the same time don't be too horrible because I know this isn't the best and I could do better. But this is a learning experience for me and I just wanted to take you along on the journey. As I am recording this, episode 2 of Glow Up is coming out. So these videos will be like 1 or 2 videos behind these episodes on Glow Up. So if you do watch that series, hopefully I won't spoil it for you, but I'll include the episode name in the title so you are aware. If you haven't seen the episode, you might not want to click on these videos yet. But anyway, let's just do, just want to show you the look a bit longer. My eyelashes are coming off, you may see, so I need to go and wrap this video up. So if you did enjoy this video, please hit the huge thumbs up, and if you want to follow along with the series, remember to subscribe to my channel to see more of me and makeup fun. Again, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video, especially for this one because I don't know how chatty I was, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!